Today we're in the city of Jerusalem. You can see behind me, this is the old city, and Dome of the Rock is right here. This is where Jesus would have stood and cried over the city. It's pretty amazing view. Correction, this is the place that Jesus stood and wept, but if you hear it behind me, it's the time of the day for Muslims to be in prayer, but it's overlooking the city behind me. There's a chapel right here that I just took that up. I don't want to film out of reverence, but it's actually really pretty to listen to. Just overlooking the old city, you can see the wall right here of the old city of Jerusalem, and that's where we will hopefully be in just a little bit. Give you one more better look at the city. Now you see the wall right here and the Dome of the Rock. Jerusalem is actually a much bigger city than I thought it would be, and it's very pretty to look out over the city and just realize that so much history took place there. Take a look behind me. This is the Garden of Gethsemane, where Jesus would have spent his time praying right before he was arrested. The old city is right over there, so it's right outside of the city. It's a beautiful little garden. Rather surreal to be standing here, where Jesus would have spent so much time agonizing in prayer over what to do next, and then finally saying, "Not my will, but yours be done." What you don't realize is that the Garden of Gethsemane is right across from these gates, right over here, which was the traditional Jewish gates that the Messiah would enter. I find that rather interesting that that's where Jesus spent so much time in prayer, directly across from that very place. I wanted to show you this as we're walking. This is the one of the walls of the old city of Jerusalem, and it's not terribly high, but it is interesting to be standing here right next to this wall that Emperor Hadrian would have built early AD. Right now we're inside the old city, looking over where the pools of Bethesda were. Jesus would have healed a lame man here, a man who could not make it to the pools by himself. It's pretty incredible to think that Jesus performed miracles just in this very spot. But we're about to go in and hear some people singing. Listen to this. Right now we're in King David's tomb. Is the traditional place of the Last Supper, but there's lots of people in here, so I'm going to walk out quickly. It's directly over what was thought to be King David's throne. Turns out David's really not buried there, but they think this is the exposure. This is the traditional place where the Last Supper was held. Well, Internet, it has been a long day in the city of Jerusalem. It's been a good day. It could have been better if I was not feeling ill for much of it, but you know, the thing that stood out to me the most was walking into this sanctuary that's right next to the pool of Bethesda and listening to these people sing hallelujah in their language and with their tradition. And that's been one of the biggest things that I've enjoyed about this trip, has been seeing other people from around the world worshiping Jesus and doing it the way that they're accustomed to doing it. And also, we read about these stories. We read about the analogies that Jesus uses, and all of these things. And it's great to read it. It's great to study it. But it's another thing to actually stand there, stand where Jesus stood, and then understand the analogies, because you're looking at what he would have been pointing to. And that has just been very incredible. Tomorrow, we are going to the Stations of the Cross and the Holy Sepulchre, which should be a very heavy day, but it should be very good. I'm going to take you along for the journey. Please make sure you join me then. I'll see you soon. God bless.